Game. Oh, hello guys. So, ito na lang po tayo sa another na lesson na meron tayo sa math. So, for today, we're going to discuss exponential and logarithm equation. So, let's first tackle exponential. Exponential function is a kind of equation in which a variable occurs in exponent. So, ang exponential function, ito yung kind of equation na kung saan yung variable ay meron dun sa exponent. In other words, may letters sa exponent and ang variable occurs in exponent. So, for examples, 2x is equals to 128. 3 raised to 2x is equals to 243. 2 raised to x minus 2 is equals to 243. And 3 raised to 2x plus 1 equals to 729. So, properties of equality for exponential function. We have one-to-one property. One-to-one property states that if b raised to x equals to b raised to b raised to y, then x is equals to y. So kapag yung isang letter na b, pag same same base, magkaiba ang exponent, equals pa rin sila. Dun sa inverse property naman, if b raised to logarithm x is equals to x, and isa pa niyang side is logarithm of b raised to x is equals to x. So, let's try naman sa solving. Example, b raised to x is equals to 625. So, b raised to x is equals to b raised to what? So, b raised to x is equals to 54. Kasi, b raised to x is equals to 5 raised to 4. Why? Kasi 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 is equals to 25. So, ang kailangan mong hanapin para mag-equal sila is, kailangan mong gawin yung trial and error para makuha mo yung 625. Kasi, kung using the one-to-one property na pinakita ko kanina, x is equals to what? And x raised to 4 is 625. So, tama. So, 5 raised, let's try to checking. 5 raised to 4 is equals to 625. 625 is equals to 605. So, okay. So, another example. 1/3 raised to x is equals to 81. So, para ma-solve siya, mag-iisip lang kayo ng number na kapag minultiply mo ng paulit-ulit ay mag-i-equal. So, unang-unang mong goal para makuha mo siya is hanapin mo sila using the same base. Kailangan mo makuha yung same base nila. For example, let's try to solve this one. Distribute natin yung x kasi naka-quantity. Then 1 raised to x over 3 raised to x is equals to 81. Then 1 raised to x over 3 raised to equals to 3 raised to 4. Paano siya naging 3 raised to 4? Kasi kailangan mo maging same base nung 1 over 3. So, ginamit ko 3 kasi may 3 rin yung 1/3. So, bakit 4? Kasi 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 equals to 9. Times 3 is 27, times 3 is equals to 81. So, using the one-to-one property, masasabi kong negative x is equals to 4. But, since bawal tayo magkaroon ng negative variable, ang gagawin ko is multiply ko siya sa 1 para maging negative x is equals to 4 multiplied by 1 is equals to 4. So, let's try and i-check kung tama. 1/3 raised to x raised to negative 4 is equals to 81. So, distribute natin yung 4, magiging 1 raised to negative 4 and 3 raised to negative 4 is equals to 81. Using the law na kapag merong negative sa exponent, masasabi natin, pag binaliktad ko to is 3 raised to negative 4 over 1 is raised to negative 4. Since 1 raised to negative 4, wala. Disregard na yun. Since 1 din naman yun. And kapag napagpalit ko na sila ng side, so 3 raised to 4 na. So 3 raised to 4 is equals to 81. And what is 3 raised to 4? 81 is equals to 81. So yun. So ano pa yung another example? 25 over 100 raised to x is equals to 4 raised to 3x minus 2. So, una-una, lowest term natin itong 25, magiging 1/4 raised to x is equals to 4 raised to 3x minus 2. So, gagawin natin, i-inverse natin siya kasi para makuha natin yung same base. So, magdi-negative si x. So, using the 1-to-1 property na kaninang pinakita ko, so, negative x is equals to 3x minus 2. Since same base na rin sila, pwede natin siyang disregard. So, negative x is equals to 3x minus 2 or 4x is equals to 2. Kasi, minove ko tong si 3, para maging negative x minus 4x is equals to negative 2. Since bawal tayong magkaroon ng negative na x, pwede natin siyang i-multiply natin siya sa negative 1. So, 4x is equals to 2 or using the division property. So, cancel natin si 4, lipat natin dito. 2 divided by 4, by 2 over 4, or simply, x is equals to 1 half. So, yun yung exponential function. So, yung isa namang kind ng exponential is exponential inequality. Exponential inequality is a kind of inequality involving exponential function. So, ito naman exponential equality, ito naman yung kind ng inequality na meron sa exponential. So, let's try it for more example. So, may property rin siya yung inequality. Yung una, if b raised to x is greater than b raised to y, then x is greater than y. Or vice versa na if b greater than b raised to y, then x is greater than y. Meron tayo isang general rule na kung saan ang x ay dapat hindi less than 0. 0 yan guys, 0 yan, tayo pa lang. So, let's try an example. 25 less than or equal to 5x plus 1. So, using the kanina na ginagawa, itong 25 tsaka itong 5x plus 1, may magagawa 5 raised to x plus 1, kailangan natin siyang erase. So, kailangan natin hanapin yung same base. So, itong 25, pag in-square ko ito, makukuha ko yung 5 raised to 2 o 5 squared. So, magiging same base na sila. So, pag same base na sila, pwede natin siyang i-disregard. So, kapag 5 raised to 2 is equal to x is plus 4, pwede natin siyang i-equal na x is greater than or equal to 3. Ano yan? Another example. 10 raised to 5x plus 2 is greater than 10,000. So, para makahanap natin yung value ng x, is 10, kailangan muna natin yung 10,000 maging same base with 10. So, 10 raised to 4, kasi kapag 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000, and times 10, another 10 is 10,000. So, same base na sila. Since same base na sila, pwede siyang i-disregard. So, kunin natin itong exponent. So, 5x plus 2 is greater than 4. So, lipat na natin to, transmit natin. So, 5x greater than 4 minus 2, or 2. 5x greater than 2, or kung ano natin siya, divide natin, makuha natin. So, x is equals to 2 over 5. So, another one is logarithm. So, tapos na tayo sa exponential. Logarithmic equation naman. So, ang logarithmic equation is a kind of equation na merong a variable in a logarithmic expression. So, in other words, ang logarithmic equation is kapag yung variable is meron na sa logarithmic expression. So, in other words, naka-raise na dun sa logarithmic. So, let's try natin examples. So, example number 1. Logarithm of base 5, quantity x plus 8 is equals to 3. So, para mag-solve ng logarithm equation, ang first step mo is i-convert mo siya into exponential. So, paano ma-convert? Itong base, ito na siya. Then, itong equal, ito yung exponent. So, itong naka-quantity or nandito sa labas is just as it is. So, 5 raised to 3 is equals to x plus 8. Again, 5, yung base, raised to 3, yung equal, is equals to 600, x plus 8. So, nakuha na natin yung exponential niya. Second step is, evaluate na natin. So, x plus 8 is equals to 5 raised to 3. And 5 raised to 3 is 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 is 125. So, x plus 8 is equals to 125. So, find the value of x. Tatranspose na natin sa 8. So, x plus 125 minus 8 is equals to 117. So, x is equals to 117. So, for checking, substitute lang natin yung value ni x sa ng equation. So, logarithm of base 5, quantity x plus 8 is equals to 3. So, substitute lang natin yung value ni x, ayan. Logarithm of base 5, 117 plus 8 equals to 3. So, logarithm of base 5, 125 is equals to 3. And, una, exponential natin siya. Pag exponential natin siya is 125 is equals to 3. So, cancel na natin ito. Magiging 3 is equals to 3. So, example number 2. Logarithm of base 2 raised to x plus logarithm of base 2 quantity x plus 6 is equals to 4. So, dito, sa kind of equation na meron tayo ngayon, parehas sila ng base. So, pwede natin siyang i-disregard na lang. As isulat, since addition din naman siya, pwede natin siyang isulat as isang equation lang. So, logarithm mo, so paano yun? Ito na siya. Since dalawa to na magkaparehas, pwede mong iisa na lang, logarithm of base 2. Then, itong si x, mapupunta dito. Then, itong naka-quantity, gagawin natin siya. So, using distributive property, i-distribute natin siya sa x multiplied by x minus 6. So, ito siya. Then, ito siya. Magiging quadratic equation. So, x squared minus 6x is equals to 16. So, find the value of x. Para ma-find yung value ni x, i-equate natin siya sa 0. Since quadratic siya, dalawa ang value ni x. First is, so susolve na natin yung value ni x. Mag-isip tayo ng number na kapag pinag-multiply natin is yung letter C ang lalabas. Pero kapag pinag-add natin, itong second term ang lalabas. So, negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. So, tama tayo dun. Pero kapag pinag-add natin si negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. So, tama tayo dun. Yun ang value. Next. So, equate natin itong dalawa sa 0. Since naka-equate siya sa 0. So, x minus 8 is equals to 0. Or, unang value ni x is 8. Then, x plus 2 equals to 0. Or, ang unang value ni 2 is x is equals to negative 2. So, tapos na tayo dun sa dun sa equation. So, let's proceed to logarithmic inequality. Logarithmic inequality is a kind of inequality involves logarithm. So, para lang siyang logarithmic equation, but the thing is, may inequality na, or yung may greater than, less than, or equal na sa equation. So, ito na example. Example number 1. Logarithm of base 5, quantity 3x plus 2 is less than logarithm of base 5, quantity 2x plus 5. So, para siyang equation lang. Pag sa equation, since same lang naman sila ng base, pwede siyang i-cancel. I-cancel, at ang matitira lang is 3x plus 2 is less than 2x plus 5. O, ito yan. Then, second step, tatranspose natin itong si 3. Second step is, combine the like terms. So, i-combine natin siya is 3x minus 2x is x, and 2, negative 2, plus 5 is 3. Yun. So, since yun, equate natin siya sa 0. So, 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. So, tatranspose natin to. So, magiging 3x is greater than 2. Or, since may 3 pa dito, natin siya, tatanggalin natin siya sa 3. So, magiging x is greater than negative 2 over 3. And isa na pang value is 2x plus 5 is greater than 0. Since tatranspose natin itong si 5, lilipat natin dito, then magiging 2x is greater than negative 5. So, tatangay natin sa 2, cancel natin yan, magiging x is greater than negative 5 over 2. Since inequality ito, tapos dalawa yung value na meron si x, gagawin natin siyang ganito na lang. Ganito na lang. So, paano to itatranslate? So, negative 2 over 3 is less than x but greater than negative 5 over 2. So, ano ibig sabihin nun? Yung value raw ni x is not less than negative 2 over 3, but yung value daw ni x is not less than negative 5 over 2 but greater than negative 2 over 3. So, pag kinonvert natin siya sa decimal, ito yung magiging negative 0.65 at ito naman ay negative 2.5. So, in other words, yung value na x is nandun na sa gitna ni negative 65 to negative 2.5. It's somewhere that mas mataas siya sa negative 65 but hindi siya bababa dapat sa negative 2.5. O, ulitin ko, yung value na x is dapat kung tatranslate natin to is yung value niya is dapat hindi mas mababa sa negative 0.65 but hindi siya dapat tataas ng negative 2.5. Or in other words, hindi siya tataas, hindi siya mas mababa sa negative 2 over 3 pero hindi siya mas mataas sa negative 5 over 2. And thank you for watching this video. I'm a head out.